It is here on this rocky formation within the port of Pointe Noire that 15th century Portuguese navigators named the landmark Punta Negra. A few centuries later, this distinctive rock gave its name to the city of Pointe Noire, now the economic capital of Congo. However, two key dates mark its history: July 10, 1934, the day of the inauguration of the Congo Ocean Railway, and the following day, the laying of the first stone of the port of Pointe Noire. Then on April 1, 1939, the day of the inauguration of the deep-water port and the arrival the next day of the first ship, the Foucault. Today, the autonomous port of Pointe Noire has become the maritime gateway to Central Africa and the first deep-water port in the sub-region. But this success was not achieved in a single step. It required many years of dedicated hard work. Made autonomous by decree in February 2000, the port immediately began an extensive renovation of its infrastructure. However, it was in 2009, thanks to the Priority Investment Program initiated by President Denis Sassou Nguesso, that Pointe Noire entered the maritime world of the 21st century. The arrival of the Bolloré Group at the head of the container terminal, along with massive investments, accelerated the renovation and expansion work of the port, leading to the creation of Congo Terminal, the first transshipment platform in Central Africa. Thanks to this expansion, Congo Terminal now has a 1,500-meter quay and a basin 16 meters deep. The terminal can simultaneously handle 6 container ships, some of which exceed 14,000 TEUs. It is equipped with the best handling equipment, 8 latest generation quay cranes, 26 RTG yard cranes, and 4 Godveld mobile cranes. However, the real strength of the PAPN lies in the meticulous coordination between its different trades. Thanks to this synergy between pilots, tug operators, controllers, mooring men, crane operators, and tractor drivers, the PAPN achieves rates of over 80 moves per hour. Currently, the Congo Terminal site handles over 1 million containers per year, and the majority of ships are processed in less than 24 hours. Like the container terminal, the PAPN also has other sites: the 11,000 square meter car park, the oil dock, the pier, the warehouses and hangars, the 4.5 hectare logistics area for container stuffing and unstuffing, the wood park with a total area of 114,486 square meters, and the oil logistics quays. Thus, the PAPN can simultaneously accommodate 11 ships at its various quays. However, new investments and expansion work are underway. The most important is the construction of the East Mall. Once completed, this 100% electric tool, equipped with the latest technologies, will enable the first deep-water port in the sub-region to achieve its sustainable development goals. In 2027, when the East Mall is operational, green hydrogen tugboats will guide ships along the 300-meter channel to the 700-meter quay with a draft of 17 meters. The 5 STS quay cranes will load containers onto 30 tractors that will transport them to the 20 RTG yard cranes for precise storage. Like the East Mall, the port has also begun construction on several quays: a multi-purpose quay 320 meters long and 12.5 meters deep, a multifunctional quay 353 meters long and 12.5 meters deep, a bulk quay 250 meters long and 12.5 meters deep. All these new infrastructures will enable the PAPN to accommodate up to 17 ships, and its total storage capacity will increase from 38 to 58 hectares, facilitating the handling of over 2 million containers per year. As a result, at the end of the various works, the volume of transit operations to Brazzaville, the capital, as well as to the hinterland, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Central African Republic, Gabon, Angola, and Cameroon, will be doubled. The improvement of the Congo Ocean Railway line and the establishment of new road infrastructures on the Pointe Noire-Brazzaville and Brazzaville-Ouesso axes will strengthen the transport of goods to the corridor and new destinations. Moreover, the planned developments of Brazzaville port infrastructures will allow over 100,000 TEUs to transit annually through the Pointe Noire-Brazzaville-Kinshasa corridor. The intensification of exchanges between Brazzaville and Kinshasa and the improved use of the Congo River's fluvial section will facilitate the transport of goods to Bangui in the Central African Republic. These transport infrastructures will help restore the historical connections of Corridor 13, the Brazzaville and N'Djamena axis. The synergy between the ports of Pointe Noire and Brazzaville will extend the multimodal logistics solutions currently offered to clients throughout the sub-region to the entire African continent. Beyond the modernization of its transport infrastructures, the expansion of its container terminals, and the strengthening of its transshipment operations, the port strives to ensure the well-being of its employees and maintain safety on its site. Recently rewarded with several certifications such as Green Terminal, ISO 9001:2015, and Pedestrian-Free Yard, the port also meets the requirements of the ISPS security code. In addition to its economic activities, the autonomous port of Pointe Noire is actively involved in the protection of the marine ecosystem. By integrating sustainable development principles into its daily management and medium-term strategies, the Papn has set several ambitious goals. By 2030, new infrastructures such as the industrial fishing port and a transshipment platform over 500 meters long will be developed, making Pointe Noire the largest deepwater port in Central Africa. With these investments, the Congolese government and its international partners aim to position the autonomous port of Pointe Noire as a strategic hub between Tangier Med and the major South African ports. Autonomous Port of Pointe Noire, the ocean gateway of Central Africa.